So this is the season of the gaming phone. So we can see that Asus ROG 5 has been released. Red Magic 6 has been released, and right now it's the turn of Black Shark 4. And this is the latest from the Black Shark company. It has two variants, either go for the Black Shark 4 or the Black Shark 4 Pro. Here in my hands is the Black Shark 4. So right now we're going to get our hands on it and unbox it. Let's go. I'm here with the Black Shark 4. So you can see it's a brand new design. It is a little bit different over from the Black Shark 4 Pro, as it doesn't have the RGB lights at the back, and the letters here are not chrome in nature. This one is more of a toned down version of the Pro version. And this phone is equipped with the Snapdragon 870 5G, and it's one of the most reliable chipset out there. So this phone has several variants. Either go for the 628 gigs of storage, 828 gigs of storage, 1228 gigs of storage, or 12256 gigs of storage. All of them are UFS 3.1 ready. Checking an Antutu benchmark version 8.5, it scored a 660,000 points, which is, for me, it's probably the norm for Snapdragon 870 series. Now, iTutu gave it a good score, 476,000, which means the AI in this one is very good. So this one probably is a surprise to me. It has a Widevine level 3 security, and I'm quite surprised that this phone has a level 3 of Widevine security. I don't know why, but it has a 6.67 Super AMOLED screen and 1080p, HDR10, plus 144Hz of screen refresh rate. I guess it's not justified why it has a level 3 on this one. Now, checking some videos here on this phone, I can say it's very bright, it's very good. The AMOLED display is good. The 144Hz screen refresh rate is definitely one of the plus in this phone. Now, playing some games, I pop up the two physical buttons over here, and it's really, really nice. Having those physical buttons, triggers, or whatever you call it, is definitely a plus over the in-screen, of course. I prefer a physical button. Definitely, it feels like playing on a gaming console rather on a smartphone. So playing Call of Duty, it's really a breeze. I can say that there's almost no hiccups on this one. And also, I also tried playing PUBG, and it's also having some good settings over here, and definitely the gameplay is very nice. Having dual speakers, I can say that really playing on this one is very nice experience. Okay guys, so right now I'm going to teach you how to install Google Play Store on your Black Shark 4, Black Shark 4 Pro. All you need to do is download on the description box the 4 files that I placed, then of course install it as accordingly. So, okay, let's go. So you can see here, let's go to storage where I place my files. It's in the download folder. So you can install in any order except that the last one should be the Google Play Store. So it's installed. Done. The framework installed. Done. Account manager install. Done. The last one should be the Google Play Store. So Google Play Store will take a little while. Now, right now we're going to open. So all you need to do is to sign in and you're good to go. So that's how you install Google Play Store on your Black Shark 4, Black Shark 4 alike. Taking a quick look at the camera modules. It has a triple camera setup, 48MP main camera, 8MP ultra wide lens, 5MP macro lens, together with a 20MP front selfie camera. Come on, let's try to take some quick shots from this phone. Now I can say that the front and rear camera are, well, surprisingly good. Though probably at low light condition, it would be underperforming a little bit, but outdoors, looks good. Now this phone is Wi-Fi 6 ready, together with a Bluetooth 5.2 capability, aptX ready. I guess this phone really is something, except that the fingerprint scanner is on the side, not on the front. The battery on this one is a little bit small at 4,500 milliampere hours, but it can charge up as fast as 120 watts. It can fill in the tank 50% in 5 minutes and 17 minutes to 100% charge. Not bad. So guys, what can you say about the Black Shark 4? I can say it probably can compete head-to-head with the other big names in gaming. Though I can say that probably one of the things that I miss here is having an in-screen fingerprint scanner rather on the side and a little bit bigger battery on 5,000 rather than a 4,500. It could have been perfect. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos here from my channel. So to see you in the next one. Goodbye.